Hello, Tony. Let's do barbershop. Tony.
Okay, that's my introduction from some people who were messing around with me on a live stream. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing this live because I'm having a few technical issues, which would be no surprise if you watched the live with Gerald last night. My internet was in and out, so I'm having problems uploading. So I'm going to try live just to give you what I was going to do on a video anyway. And what I wanted to do is a journaling chat. It's about journaling, and it's the Mystical March Journaling Challenge from April over at Tarot and Witchery. So today is the 1st of March, for those who haven't realised, and she started a challenge for the month. And in order to join the challenge, you have to subscribe to her website, and then you get your weekly challenges sent out via emails from her. And to say thank you, she's asking that we as a community give back and, you know, share our stories and our pictures and things. So I thought, why not try it as a video VR to her? So I am a little bit nervous because this is so weird doing it live and not just looking at a screen knowing no one's watching. There were two parts to the challenge that came out today, and most of the idea is for people who are learning their tarot, studying new decks. You take time to spend with them and you kind of mull over what's going on, ruminate on the messages that are coming through to you. So you don't have to do everything all in one go. I happen to have the day off, so of course, #overachiever, attempted to give it a go. Hello, Sandra, thanks for joining me. So you can always join in comments with what you want to do, but this was a challenge to, if you have a deck that you haven't used, want to get to know, want to spend some time with, want to dedicate some time to, that was one suggestion for why you might want to do this challenge. If there's something you want to know more about tarot, you might focus your question, your intention for doing this challenge on that. I had a deck that I wanted to spend a bit more time with. So the deck I have is one that I wasn't really interested in, but I ordered it just because I became really curious. And it is the Witch's Oracle by SallyMorningstar, illustrated by Danuta Mayer. And it's 42 card Oracle deck. When it arrived, it had borders, and I was sort of not sure, on the fence. It arrived Friday night. And as soon as I got it in the house, opened it, I took the borders off instantly. So now it is a tarot card size oracle, so it's not so big, and it has meanings to the cards, card numbers, and a keyword on the bottom. And I wasn't happy with just trimming it off. Yes, I think I did see it on your channel actually, Sandra. I think it might be one of the reasons why I gave it another second look, because I was quite happy with my Samhain oracle that I have from the Witches Oracle set that are coming through, and I was like, I don't think I need another one. Maybe it was yours that flashed through my channel and got me to do it again. And then I edged it in a bunch of blues. And then, because it's now so small compared to the book, I decided that I couldn't carry this book around with me. And I found myself a little pocket book, which had a different cover on it. And I took it out because it slips out of this plasticky covering. And this is washi tape. So I have wrapped it in washi tape to make it beautiful and gilded. And I am not joking. I have sat and started writing the entire book into here. So this is a couple of pages I have done. So I have brought in the words, the meanings, the key meanings on the bottom of the book for those who've seen the book. And then the rest of the text from the book. The rest of the text, 1 page, 2 pages. It goes over, and then I start the next card there. So I have literally done the 42 cards, but I've only got most of the cards. I'm only up to card 9. The rest of the cards are just the purple bit of writing. I've got to go back and put all the brown writing in. So that is honestly something that I was pushed to do the moment this came through the door. And many of you know, I don't actually edge or trim decks lightly. I think I've probably only modified 2 decks in my entire collection. So this is the 3rd deck of modifying. I also made a bag for it as well. But if you're looking for some beautifully made pouches, I'm not going to show it because it's so embarrassing, head over to Kelly Bear and watch out for her pouches that she puts up on her channel, because she makes some beautiful felt pouches. So it was inspired by what she makes, but just nowhere near the standard of what she does at all. Anyway, so that was one of the decks I decided I was going to use. And the second deck I'm using is my most favorite, my most beloved Trionfi Della Luna, which is the Rose Paradoxical edition. I just love this deck. This is like my kind of unexpected go-to home deck. I never thought this would be the one, but it just kind of, it's there. So I have a backup copy of that one, which for anyone who watched my What's in the Box video, there would have been the ones hiding in there along with the Beast packs that go with it unopened, because I just couldn't bring myself to open them yet. And I don't need to open them at the moment. So I've got this stupid pinafore on that keeps falling down. Howdy doody, Gerald, how are you? I'm just doing, it's a journaling video, so nothing overly exciting, but lovely to see you. Thank you for hosting last night's deck casual. It was really fun, great fun. And if you rewind back, you'll see I used your little interlude for this as well. So starting with the Mystical March challenge then, the first thing to do was to pull major arcanas out of your deck, or a major arcana deck, or an oracle deck, or, you know, the one that you wanted to use. So as I said, I wanted to use the Witch's Oracle. So I chose to use this as my archetypal energy for the overall start of this reading. And I've pulled these in advance because I was too nervous to do it live with you, so I could like gather my thoughts. So forgive me, but I pulled the Cauldron. And the Cauldron says on the bottom, so it says the womb. And we have the kind of crone energy in this. And, you know, it's very witchy, very spiritual. I thought that made a great archetype. But when I read the little narrative that went with this, I didn't get archetype energy. So I read the most like bit in the book there, the top bit that I was sort of ignoring. And in there, it describes this card as a crone or goddess of the dark moon. And then from that, it instantly sparked with me the words seeds of creation are being sown. And it's March the 1st here. Tomorrow's March the 2nd, in case you didn't know what comes after the 1st of March. But with that is for here, we have the new moon. So actually, she's really quite important to the astrological aspects around me at the moment. And I guess that she's bringing in that sort of newness. And part of the reason why I went ahead and pressed live when I couldn't get my phone to record this. So she's pushing me. I feel like I'm being pushed anyway. So that's my archetype. So if anyone wanted to join in, if you will pull yourself an archetype, and then with that, we're going to expand on what your archetype has to say to you with the tarot deck. So the next question that goes with this, so with your archetype, so it's how is this archetype, or what archetype is assisting me this month for my highest good? So that was the actual question while you were pulling that out of your deck. And then the second question that goes with your archetype now is, how are you assisting me on a practical level? So obviously in your space and in your zone, pulling your card. As I said, already done this and made my notes. So I have the Wheel of Fortune, and I love this Wheel of Fortune. It's this little dude up here, which fascinates me because he's sat with a sword and a wand, and that is so me. One being Gemini, the duality is there, and the other part is to being Gemini, the fire sign Sagittarius is like the counterpart of the wheel for us. So I kind of come into my own in the months of Gemini and the months of Sagittarius. I get different inspirations and sparks, which I have noticed. I didn't know this before I started following the moon, but I've noticed as I follow the moon cycles and things, and I've been making notes over the 2 years or so that I've been doing so. So that's that one, excuse me. And with this card, so how is my archetype assisting me in this new moon? So I've decided fate and destiny. So bringing my ability to recognize my dreams and passions, encouraging me to go or try it. The spark of the wisdom and the fire, the energy of passion and, you know, following your dreams, taking a less trodden route. So that's how I feel that card is mixing in with my crone energy. And then the third question to go with this was, how can I open to receive this assistance? This one made me laugh a little bit. And I got the 5 of Swords reversed, because normally it goes that way up. So I got it this way up. And although this is like a Marseille deck, it's difficult to reverse the cards in that. But I decided that while I was pulling this deck in the energy, stop resisting mentally. So stop resisting mentally and blocking myself with logic and rash thinking. Listen to the intuition that the cauldron is bringing forth. So that was the part 1 of the prompts for March this week. And that bit's called the Paved Path. So that's like setting up, paving the path for what's going on. And in the prompts, when you sign up for her website, which I put in the link below, she's also got like a big explanation in there that you can follow to get you in the mood, to get you in the mindset, to explain what's going on and how to understand the cards that you're pulling out. And then there's a second part to the reading, which is called the Forest Path. So, of course, I've done that as well because I have plenty of time today to do so. I just realised, I know it looks dark outside. I'm actually in a garage, so that's the garage door you can see out the windows. It's daylight here, honest. So moving on to the second part of the reading, with still remaining with my archetype card for the week. And these I'll just leave out now till the 7th of March, just to remind me of what's going on. The next question, so moving into the Forest Path, is how am I ready to know your incarnation in my life right now? Everyone's favorite card, we have the Tower. So she's bringing the Tower into my life, or helping me at least recognize the Tower. But I don't think it's a Tower in that really bad way that we normally get. To me, I was feeling with this card, it's about change. So changing or altering my way of thinking, going back to my 5 of Swords reversed. So altering my way of thinking and what I know, my insights, my challenges, and my perceptions of things. So it's bringing that change, that alteration, helping me see other things, which really, going to the casual chat with Gerald last night and Amy from Mystic Rose, we were sharing our thoughts on cards, and exactly there in that moment, we were changing what was going on. And so what were you saying, Gerald? I enjoy using tarot for writing prompts. Yes, it is great for writing prompts. Oh, yeah, you must. You have to share some of your writing that you do, because you were doing quite a bit of it, weren't you? You'd set yourself a task, if I remember. When I do that, though, that's when I fail a little bit at what's going on. But this might be a really good way of getting into it and reusing the cards to prompt your intuition. And Sandra agrees with me. So question 2 on the Forest Path, after we've done how am I ready to know your incarnation in my life now, is what do I bring with me that will assist me in knowing you? So what have I got in me to know who my crone goddess, or recognize my crone goddess, is? And I got another Swords card. So we have the 6 of Swords. And if you look at this one, it's got this gorgeous eye in the middle. It's wide open, and you can see it sort of bursting up into the sky, that's how I see it, and bursting down. So it's like as above and so below. And there's all those sorts of feelings I get from this card. And answering the question with this card, I have decided that to me, this one was sight. So I have sight. Whether I choose to use it or not is a different matter, but I need to turn my perceptions on their head in order to get my sight working again. I have guides around me. I have a knowing. I've always got an inner knowing, and that's the problem, because you're never sure when your inner knowing is you, your ego, or your brain overthinking things, isn't it? But it's when it just comes in that moment. Something in your gut tells you, like, this is really correct. That's the knowing. So it's allowing that to work rather than overriding it with a logical thought, which is what I do all the time. And of course, my ability to see beyond blocks sometimes. So the fact that I can think outside of the box, and also with academic stuff. So sometimes academic stuff can like make us all very too scientific minded, and I can switch when I want to into a place where I'm not using that. So yeah, exactly, Sandra. So like inner sight, that's how I feel this one. So I don't think it's just being guided with this one. I think, yes, I have guides who can help tap me on the shoulder and enjoy what's going on. So you've been joining in, Jonathan's. Okay, I need to go and have a look at that because I don't think I've seen that. I need to go and check and see what's going on, because, you know, a girl loves a journal. Well, a tarot journal at least. So that's where I'm with this one. So I feel like this is going to help me bring or recognize my own inner sight knowing. Is going to help me to see past my perceptions and my blocks, to recognize what my archetype is trying to tell me. And then the last question of all of this is, what is currently hindering me from growing into my power? Really interesting. And I got the 6 of discs. And again, with this one, there's like this really beautiful ornate pattern. And when I look at it, I kind of see a table and then 6 plates on the table. So thinking beyond the meaning of the card to make it fit into this task here, because the standard meanings, yep, I could pull on those, but I just expanded on them slightly more after pondering the card. And I have written here stability, focus, lack of skill, work, commitments, and then lots of commitments already on the table, lots of plates already spinning in the air, which are taking up my time and attention. That's what's hindering me. And then I've wrote in capitals down here, lack of downtime and focus, or balance, at least in what I'm doing. So many cards in the air, because we're busy people juggling life, everything around us, people around us, family, friends, loved ones, our own health, things that we're learning. They all sort of take up space in our minds and clutter around us. So I figured that's probably what one of my blocks are right now. Some of that will start to shift as I become more knowledgeable in what I'm doing and where I am with regards to things like work and stuff that I'm learning and skills. And that will free up space in my mind naturally. Or do I give up work altogether, put a proper tower moment into my life, trust that everything's going to go right, and hope for the best? But who knows? So that's me playing around with these cards. Gerald, if you're still here, just something fun happened this morning for us tarot nerds. So last night when we were talking about the 6 of Cups, wasn't it? In the Barbara Walker and the big lady, you know, the big mama with her kind of habit and nursing outfit on. While I was watching that back earlier today, because I wanted to catch up on the chat that was going on and see what everyone was saying, I pulled out the 6 of Cups in my own deck as my daily pull. So I was doing my daily pull at the same time. I just thought it was really, really synchronistic that it came out at the same time that you were talking about 6 of Cups from the other deck. Yeah, so it made me smile, like just sometimes how things match in and come together. But I hope, well, you can appreciate that at least. And it's very happy 6 of Cups. So that was quite funny. And of course, with my 6 of Cups, reminiscing and nostalgia, I was watching something that happened last night. So I was nostalgic, reminiscing over it as well at the same time. So I just thought that was beautiful. I love how the tarot kind of comes together and brings all those messages in. So that is my journey with the Mystical March Journaling Challenge. I just have to check and get it all right. 6 of Cups is following everyone. I know it's not normally a card that I get a lot of. So who knows? Maybe Pisces is bringing in some extra feelings, some extra feely feels for me. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed hearing my journey with that little journaling challenge. And as I say, if you want to join in, the link to her website is in my stuff below. And you can also pop over to her YouTube channel, Tarot and Witchery, and spelled long way, not shorthand. And I believe it's on the bottom of one of her videos is the challenge. It's been tagged onto one of her videos. So I think that's how you find it there, which is why I put the website link in, because I figured it'd be easier for you just to go straight to the website and sign up, because it'll still be available as it's only the 1st of March. And that's about everything I have with regards to that. Obviously, I'm still doing my journaling, as you all know. I'll have a video tomorrow of sneaky peek. So the Dark Angels Tarot will go out tomorrow. That was ready to be uploaded. And maybe I should be polite and pull you a card. Perhaps that's what I shall do. So I'll give you a card for yeah, you could start writing for the month. Thanks, Sandra. Lovely to see you too. So I'm going to the Avatara. Oh, which one have you just bought, Sandra? The Avatara? This one. This beautiful one. So let's just do a collected card for everyone, please. There's guidance for the 1st of March. You have the Dark Angels. Oh, that deck. Okay, your guidance for the rest of the day is the Knight of Cups. There we go. The cups are a thing. It's true. Oh, we could do a Dark Angels casual. Absolutely. I haven't worked with it yet. So obviously, because I've done my flip through, but I'm getting ready to work with it. So that'd be cool. And see what you guys think of it. The imagery in it's just amazing. I do like the imagery. So we have the Knight of Cups. So embracing your inner romantic. See the world through the kind of lens. Put the romantic lens on, just taint it a little bit because there's so much badness in the world at the moment. Let's just, have some feelings that are our own for a little while and not turn the TV on and see all the badness that's going on. Let's just take a moment to reflect and nourish our own souls for a bit. And don't be afraid of telling people around you that you love them. Letting people know how you feel about them in a nice way. I'm not talking about starting arguments here. So just letting people know how you feel about them, people that mean something to you, just reach out maybe and let them know, because life is short and it's always nice to say that to somebody occasionally. And if you are allowed to hug people in your parts of the world, then go give them a hug and nourish in what that feels like. So I will see you all again. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Sandra, for keeping me company. I appreciate that. And I will see you two hopefully then in a deck casual at some point. And for everyone else, thank you so much. And you never know, I might pop in again in the next 7-8 months and do this again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.